Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 1,500-point battle between my Deathwatch and Harris's Orks. So the story that we've got going on here is that Ghazghkull has come to this planet and was rallying more of his WAAAAGH to go across the galaxy and spread the terror that he is spreading. But the Deathwatch got word of it and sent in a force supported by an assassination force to try to see if they could take him down and take down his retinue and see if they could put a stop to this WAAAAGH before it became even more of a problem for the Imperium than it already has become. That's the story that we've got going on here. We are going to be playing Abandoned Sanctuaries, the mission from the Nephilim GT. So we've got one objective in each of our deployment zones and then 3 objectives across the middle over here. We have to hold 1, hold 2, and hold more for points during our turn. And we have, we've also chosen our 3 secondaries. I have chosen assassination, so scoring points for killing his characters. I have chosen behind enemy lines, and I have also chosen grind them down. So I'm going to be hopefully killing more orc units than he kills of mine per turn. My opponent has chosen the biggest and the best, which means that Ghazghkull has to kill stuff. He gets points for killing things. That's what he does best. He has also chosen Stomp 'em Good, which he has to kill more of my units with orc units in combat than I kill orc units in combat for him to score points. And then he has also chosen Engage on all fronts. The classic. That's what you got to do. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Deathwatch and Assassins, I will be running a battalion detachment and a vanguard detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have a captain and we have a chaplain Cassius. We have 2 Proteus kill teams, 1 8-man, 1 5-man. We have kill team Cassius. We have a Rhino. We have a Corvus Blackstar. And last but not least, we have the Assassinorum Force. And for the Orks, he'll be running a battalion detachment and a Supreme Command detachment. We have, leading off the battalion detachment, a Warboss in Mega Armor and a Weird Boy. We have 3 20-man boy squads. We have a Pain Boy. We have a unit of Flash Gits. We have a 5-man squad of Mega Knobs. We have a Dakka Jet. And last but not least, we've got Ghazghkull himself. Going over deployment now, I've got my Corvus Blackstar on the side over here. Inside of there, I have my 8-man Proteus kill team, along with my captain, Watch Captain, and Chaplain Cassius. Going across in the middle here, we've got my Vindicare Assassin up in the building. Down here, we've got my Rhino. Inside of there is the 5-man Proteus kill team. And then over on the right flank over here, we have kill team Cassius, ready to go to battle. So it doesn't seem like a big footprint, but they are the elite of the elite. So let's see how they do. Going over deployment for the Orks over here, we've got his Dakka Jet back over here. We've got a squad of boys inside the building over here, along with his Warboss next to them over there. We have the Flash Gits down over on this side, some up in the building, some down on the side here. We've got the Mega Knobs there behind them. A squad of boys in front of them. Ghazghkull himself ready to cause problems right over here. And then we have his last squad of boys over here, and the Weird Boy is back over here. And the Pain Boy, where's the Pain Boy?
Right between them.
Oh, right between them over there. I didn't quite see him back there. Gaz was a little bit too monstrous for me. Exactly. All right, so we are going to now roll off to see who will have initiative going into the first turn here. I rolled a 1, my opponent rolled a 3, so it will be to the Orks here on turn number 1. All right, movement phase for the Orks here on turn number 1. Almost everybody advanced. So the boys over on this side advanced, Ghazghkull advanced, Pain Boy and his Weird Boy advanced, boys, and the boss over here advanced. The flyer, his Dakka Jet, just moved up over the board here. And then back over here, his Flash Gits just moved into position in the building here. And then the Mega Knobs just kind of moved up. Didn't advance, though. So he also did declare the WAAAAGH. The Great WAAAAGH were declared. So he was debating it because he knew he wasn't going to be able to get a charge off this turn for the guys who were just like advancing up here. But he also felt like he needed that invul save, which is, I mean, a fair call. So, all right, so that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to the psychic phase.
on the Mega Knobs.
All right, so first we are going to cast Warpath onto the Mega Knobs over here. My Calexis is in Deep Strike Reserve, so getting it on the 10, so that will go off. And then the jump will not go off on a 4, but he is going to spend a CP to reroll it. Oh, actually, first, hold on a second. I have to roll as D6 because of my my confusion from my dude bro over here, or dude lady. On a 6, it will cost 1 additional CP to reroll. All right, so it's going to cost him 2 CP to reroll. I actually remember that rule. I never do. Ooh, and it does go off, but he does perils, but it does go off. So roll your D3 wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
And the Pain Boy.
Does the Pain Boy? Why? Is the Pain Boy?
Feel no pain.
Oh, feel no pain. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. The feel no pain.
I believe that's on 6.
Ooh, it might be a 6. If he does, he's either taking 1 or 2 wounds there. All right, so his Mega Knobs ended up there, 9 inches away from my Rhino over on this side, which is pretty brutal. We're going to move into the shooting phase now. His Daka Jet's going to start off by shooting into Kill Team Cassius over here. So he's got, extra Daka. So he rolls a D6. And on a 6, they all get 2 extra shots. He's got 6 Daka guns on there, which is pretty brutal. Lots of shots coming. So between all his guns, it's going to be 48 shots coming in here, which is pretty brutal. So these are going to be hitting on 5s. All right, come back to that. Strength 6, toughness 4 at this point because of the number there. So looking for 3s to wound. All right, so they are 9 wounds he ended up getting over there. They are AP minus 2, which becomes AP minus 1 because of Armor of Contempt. And they are in cover. I'm going to put them on my Terminator here. So it's going to be 3 at a time looking for 2s. That was cocked. All right, that's going to be 3 saves. 3 more saves. And 3 more saves. He is good. Woo! And now his Mega Knobs are going to fire into my Assassin over here. He's minus 2 to hit in cover in terrain there, but minus 1 because he doesn't have any pluses there. So he's looking for 6s to hit. Getting a fair number of hits. Not bad. There you go. Not bad. Strength.
Strength 4, so 4 to wound.
Strength 4, so 4s to wound. Getting 4 wounds. There you go. That's how you do that. AP. Nothing on these ones, so he is going to be looking for this 4-up invul save is going to be his best bet over here. Making 3 of them, so he'll take 1 wound. And now into the charge phase here. The Mega Knobs are going to charge into my Rhino, needing a 9 for the charge here. Ooh, 12 inches, they're in! All right, so now the Mega Knobs have made it into combat here with my Rhino. He's going to have 20 attacks that he's going to be attacking over here. These are going to be hitting on 4s.
Yes.
Correct? Right, because of the power clause? Yep.
So we'll spend 2 CP on Umbrella Carnage.
He's going to try to spend 2 CP on Umbrella Carnage. Let's see if he will. On a 3, 1 second. That's only on a 4+ that he has to spend the extra 1, so he does not. So he's going to be at 0 CP right now. But that's fine. So he's going to have 20 hits and exploding 5s now from the Goths with that Unbridled Carnage. All right, we'll come back to you. All right, so it ends up being 13 hits with the exploding 5s there. What's the strength?
Strength 10, so looking for
strength 10, looking for 3s here. All right, we'll come back to you. All right, so that's 8 wounds at minus 3, so looking becomes minus 2 because of Armor of Contempt, so looking for 5-up saves. Making 2 of them. What's the damage?
2 damage apiece.
2 damage apiece, so that is still going to kill him there. Does he explode? Does not explode. All right, so one guy did twist his ankle getting out of the Rhino over here, but the others are there. So pretty good there for the Orks. He will also get engaged on all fronts now because of that jump that came in over here. And he does control the center objective, which counts for the primary, secondary in this one. So you have to either hold the center objective or kill a unit that was on the center objective. So that's going to be it for the Orks turn here on turn number 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn number 1. Movement phase for the Deathwatch here. My 1 squad stayed still while Kill Team Cassius moved up to get some Daka onto these nasty boys over on this side. My Vindicare Assassin stood still where he was, and my Corvus Blackstar shot up the board over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so into the shooting phase, we're going to start with my Proteus kill team over here. They're going to fire into his Mega Knobs over here. We're going to fire both barrels with the Infernus Heavy Bolters here. So we'll start with the Heavy Bolters. Hitting on 4s because I'm firing both barrels here. Rerolling 1s because he's a dirty, dirty Xenos. Okay, rerolling ones. Wow.
Worked out well for you.
Really? Whoa, okay, okay. They want the heavy bolter hits. There we go.
T5.
T5, strength 5, so looking for 4s to wound here. Not rerolling 1s because they're against. Yes, no, they were Führer, so they're elites. So I chose for my chapter tactic to reroll 1s to wound against troops. This kill team is a Führer kill team, so they can reroll all wounds against troops. I did, and the other two, including kill team Cassier Aquila, and they've chosen elites and troops to reroll 1s against. So these guys will not get to reroll anything here, but looking for 4s to wound. Okay, not bad. I will take that. Wow. Okay, that's gonna be 3, 6, 7 at AP -1, but they are in cover over there, so just got his regular saves here.
I'll roll 2 at a time.
Okay.
Because they're through in space.
Yep. Okay, so 1 will go through for 2 wounds.
Roll 1 at a time.
Yep.
If it goes.
Okay, so that's gonna be 1 dead guy.
So I have 4 more saves tonight.
Yep.
Good.
Good there.
And good.
And good. All right. And then the heavy flamer portion over there. That's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots coming in over here. Looking for 4s to wound because of heavy strength 5. All right, so that's going to be another 4 at AP -1. So again, because of cover, 4 ups.
2 ups.
2 ups. So make failing 1. 1 will take 1. And then the sergeant's going to fire his bolt gun over here. He's going to fire Dragonfire bolts, so it's going to ignore cover onto these guys. So it's going to be 2 shots here, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because he is a Xenos, not meant to be.
1.
And then looking for 5s to wound because of strength 4. Nope, not going to wound there. And now Kill Team Cassius is going to do the same thing into him over here. We're going to go with the bolt guns first. So including the twin bolt guns on the biker over there. So these are going to be getting a specialist ammunition here. So looking for hitting on 3s. These are going to be rerolling 1s to hit, but that's fine. These are now going to be wounding on 5s because of strength 4, but rerolling 1s because they are Aquila kill team and he is elite. Right, rerolling that 1. Okay, there we go. That paid off there. So that's going to be 4. These are going to ignore cover and they're AP -1 because I've chosen the tactical doctrine.
3 ups.
So 3 ups. Oh, makes them all anyway. There you go. All right, so now my guy with the plasma pistol is going to overcharge and fire into him over here. That is a hit. Strength 8, so looking for a 3 to wound. Of course, I get that. I'm going to spend a CP on that. Okay, that is a wound there with a fill face. So it's going to be AP -3.
Yep.
This is a pistol. So with cover, looking for a 4 up.
Yep.
Oh, and he makes it. And now the frag cannon is going to fire with the shell. So that's going to be hitting on 3s because it's an assault weapon. Looking for strength 6. So strength 7. So it's still 3s to wound. That is going to be a wound because it's an assault weapon. That's going to be AP -3 onto this here. So again, looking for a 4 up. And he makes it with a 4. And now my Terminator is going to fire into him. We're going to go with the Hellfire on his Deathwatch Heavy Flamer. So that's going to be 5 shots, always wounding on 2s because he's not a vehicle or a monster. So that is going re-rolling 1s against elites there. So that's going to be 5 wounds into you over here. Just your 2-up saves. Fails 1 of them, so that's just going to be 1 more wound.
Fine.
And then his Melt-A-Gun. Kind of a waste, but it is what it is. All right, -4, so it's going to be looking for 5-up save.
Yeah. 5-up armor.
There we go, 5 ups. No, so that will just be the last 1 wound there. Fair. And then the veteran with the combi melt is going to fire. So we're going to fire both profiles. So this is the Melta. That's going to be not a hit. Oh man, not a hit. And then the bolter. Rerolling 1s. Because he's Xenos. So that's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be no wounds there. And then a hand flamer. 1 hit. That is a wound though. And makes the save though. All right, we've got to do the cluster, the Black Star cluster launcher as he flew over the boys over here. So we're going to do 10 dice here. Every 6 is a mortal wound. So we've got 2 mortal wounds into them boy squads. Pain boy saves over here. Nope, nothing there. So it's going to be 2 dead boys there. And we're just going to move straight into the shooting phase. I'm going to fire the Storm Strike missiles into the Pain Boy, and then I'm going to fire the twin assault cannon into those boys there. So we'll do the Storm Strike here. Xenos. So that's going to be 2 hits. Strength, Strength 8, so 3s to wound because he's T5 because orcs are beefy boys. So that's going to be 1 going in there. That's going to be 5-up invul save from him. No, and he makes it. He's good to go. And then the twin assault cannon into the boys. Rerolling 1s because of Xenos. Okay, that's going to be all hits. Pretty good there. Strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. They are troops. Ooh, 1 second. Yeah, they're troops. So it's just rerolling 1s to wound. Yep. Okay, that's really, really well. So that's going to be 12 total wounds in here. AP -1.
12, 5 of invulns.
Cool. 5-up invul saves here. Because of the WAAAAGH. Ooh, pretty good.
Save.
All right, so that's save 4 of them. So that's going to be 8 more boys dead.
8 feel no pains.
Oh, feel no pains. That's right. I forgot about that. Because of that pain boy.
So 7.
So 7 will be dead. Cool. All right, so now my Vindicator Assassin is going to fire into the Meganauts over here. That's a hit. Wounding on... Ooh, 1 second. All right, so now he is going to be wounding them on a 2. That's a fill face, so it's going to be damage D6. So it's AP -3, ignoring cover, and cannot take an invul save. So looking for a 5-up. Oh, and he does. Well done. All right, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, Kill Team Cassius is going to charge into these guys over here. They will be in with a 7. All right, so now we are going to go into the fight phase over here. I did spend 1 CP on Death to the Alien, and because I'm engaged with Orks, I get +1 attack here. So my Terminator is going to go first. He's going to have 4 attacks on the charge here. These are going to be hitting on 4s because it's a power fist that he's going to be using, so it's unwieldy there. Rerolling 1s because he is Xenos. Okay, so it's going to be 3 hits. Becomes strength 8, so wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP -2. Right, power fist, I think. No, it's AP -3. Yeah, so 5s. Makes 1 of them, so that will kill a guy because it's 2 damage each. And now I've got 2 guys in there with power swords, so we're going to go with those guys. They're going to be 8 attacks between them here, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because he is dirty Xenos. Okay, and then these are going to be wounding on 4s because strength +1 with power swords. Rerolling 1s because he is elite. So that is going to be 3 at AP -3, so 5s. Making 2 of them, so 1 will take 1 wound. We have 2 guys with the Astartes chain swords over here that are going to fire in, are going to attack into here. And on 3s, rerolling 1s. Okie dokie. And then these are going to be looking for 5s to wound, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. Getting 2 at AP -1. Failing, ooh, both of them. All right, so that's going to kill 1 more guy. And I got a guy with lightning claws over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s, so it's going to be all hits. Wounding on 5s, rerolling everything. Okay, rerolling everything. Okay, so that's going to be 4 at AP -, I think it's 1. Might if it's 2. 1. His AP -2, so he's down to there were 2 fails in there, so he's down to 1. And then we've got regular fist pumping in over here, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Wow, that is a lot of 1s. Okie dokie. Not that I meant the difference. And then looking for 5s to wound. All right, so getting 4 wounds over here. Oh, rerolling 1s. Nope, not meant to be. So that's going to be 4 wounds. Looking for... Oh, and the 1-1, just enough to kill him. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here for the Deathwatch and Assassins. I did not get grind them down because I only killed 1. He killed 1. Oh, we do have the leadership test on your Orks back over there. So they lost 9 guys.
Need a 1.
Need a 1? Nope, do not get the 1. So 1 more will go. So you're going to have 10 left at this point, right? Because you had 20 total.
No, they don't have any modifiers.
Yeah, there's no modifiers, so even though it's there, so he's only looking for 1s. and two more. So 3 total will go away. So the unit doesn't die, which is important for grind them down. Do not get that. But it also important, I kept him from getting Stomp him good, which was good. So because I killed him in combat and he killed me in combat, keeping that at that. It was the thing. So that's going to be it for that turn. So we'll come back to you after the movement phase for the Orks here on turn number 2. Movement phase for the Orks here. His boys over here started to move up closer towards my guys. These boys in the center also moving up towards my guys. The Ghazghkull actually moved back over here, expecting my kill team to come out of the big bird over there.
Shouting at the black
Just shouting at the flies overhead. These guys stood still. The flash gits over there stood still. This squad just jumped onto the objective over on this side. And then the boss moved up into cover over on this side. So that's going to be it for the Deca Jet shot across here. So that's it. The Pain Boy did heal the Weird Boy back up to full. And that's going to be it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the psychic phase. So his first power he's going to cast, because he's within range of 20 boys, within 12 inches of what he counts as, I can cast 2. So the first thing is going to be Warpath onto those 20 boys there. That will go off on a 9.
And then we're going to smite the...
And then going to smite into the Corvus Blackstar over there. Will not on a 3. All right. So we'll come back to you shooting. And now the Deca Jet is going to fire into my Vindicator over here.
Does get extra shots.
So it does get 2 extra shots for each of them. So we're going to go back to 48 shots into him. They're going to be hitting on 6s, though, because he's minus to hit since he's in cover over here. So we'll come back to that. All right, so he's looking for 6s to hit now. All right, we'll come back to that. And here comes the 3s to wound.
Not great.
All right.
5.
6 wounds. 6 wounds into me over here. Yeah. All right. So 6. 4 up saves. Making all but 1. So he's pretty good. All right. So now his flash gits are going to fire into my Corvus Blackstar over here. Hitting on 5s because of base 4 up to hit, but he's hard to hit because he's still flying up there. All right. We'll come back to you with that. All right. Strength 6. So 5s to wound.
2 at -2.
2 at AP -2 becomes AP -1. So 2 4 up saves. Failing 1 of them. Damage? 2 damage. And now the Sluggers are going to fire into my Vindicator over here. Hitting on 6s because he's minus to hit. All right. Getting a fair number there. A couple of others. And then looking for 4s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. 2 4 ups. Failed both. Okay, that's how it goes. And Ghazghkull is going to fire Gork's Roar into Orks Roar. Mork's Roar over here. So hitting on 6s. 2 hits. There we go. And 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. Here we go. 4 ups to save him. Failing them both. Nothing I can do to save him. He will be dead. So into the charge phase, this squad over here is going to charge into my guys over here. We are going to spend a CP to fire Overwatch here. So it's going to be 9 shots with the heavy bolters first. Looking for 6s, getting 2 of them. Wounding on 4s. Getting 1 wound.
Failed.
Nope, failed that. So it's going to be 1 guy over there dead. Then we've got the heavy flamers firing. Ooh, that's going to be a lot of shots coming in over here. So it's going to be 16 shots. All right, so it's going to be 16. Looking for 4s. Rerolling everything because they are fewer over here. So yeah, get a couple of those out. And then rerolling. Alrighty. So that is 13 wounds into you over here.
13 6-ups.
13 6-up saves. Coming in here. 6s. Making 2 of them. So that's going to be 11 more boys dead. So 12 total dead so far. And then I'm going to fire the bolter. That's going to be 1 hit. That is not going to be a wound. I'll reroll, yes, because they are troop. Okay, not meant to be. So now he needs a 10-inch charge to make it in. And he's in there. There you go. All right, so now these boys over here are going to charge into Kill Team Cassius. I'm going to spend 2 CP on Stem the Green Tide, which allows them to fire Overwatch. and it allows them to, if there are any models are killed with this, it'll extend the charge by 2 inches. So it's currently a 5-inch charge, so if anything dies, it'll become a 7-inch charge. So here we go. We're going to start with the heavy flamer first. This is going to be, I'm using the Infernum, which is heavy 2d6 shots, but they are, it's blast. So because there's 20 there, it's just going to be 12 hits here. Looking for 5s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. I got 1.
6 up invul.
6 up invul. Makes it. There you go. And his Meltagun may as well. Oh, it is a hit. Okay. Not a wound, though, because he is T5. Okay. We'll do the Combi Melta. Not the melt apart. And his bolters are not going to hit. We've got 1, 2, 3 guys with bolters, including the twin bolters. Getting 2 hits here. No wounds. And then we've got Hand Flamer with 5 hits.
Watch this do it.
This is going to do it. It's just going to do the 1. Okay, it did it. Takes out 1 guy. We got the frag cannon over there. I'm going to do the other one, so it's going to be 4 shots here. No hits there. And a plasma pistol, not going to supercharge. No, nothing there. So it does mean it's a 7-inch charge.
The
hand flamer did it, baby. That's what I needed. But he'll make it, ooh, exactly a 7. Ooh, man. Okay, he's in. All right, the boys got in. I think only 2 of them weren't able to make it into combat because of the -2. So there you go. I saved myself a couple attacks. Not bad. So we have 16 boys, and the knob are going to be able to attack in. So we're starting with the regular attacks.
Yes.
It's going to be 80 between
2 base,
Warpath.
Choppa,
Yeah, 2 base. There we go. So it's going to be a bunch of attacks coming in over here. 80 total. My opponent also spent his last 2 CP on Unbridled Carnage, so it's going to be exploding on 5s and 6s.
So 3s to hit.
So 3s to hit, 5s explode. We'll come back to you with that. So with explosions, it's 39 hits on the first 40 that he's got coming in over here.
4 wounds.
Wounded on 4s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. So that was 22 wounds over here. Unfortunately, I got to do this 3 at a time because I'm starting on my Terminator. So it's AP -1 becomes 0, so 2s to save. Takes 1 wound. Takes a 2nd wound. And then he's dead. Okay. And the rest are all going to be looking for 3s here. So it's going to be another 2 guys dead. So the Terminator plus 2 guys are going to be dead. And the second volley coming in over here.
Okay.
Alrighty. So 43 hits on the second set of 40 attacks coming in over here. Pretty good there. These again are going to be looking for 3s to wounds. It's orc math, exactly.
Yep. That's 140.
That's how that works.
I hit 43.
Okay, we'll come back to you with that. So 18 wounds on that volley here. Looking for 3s to save. So it's another 1, 2, 3 dead guys so far. And now the knob is going to attack in here. So he's going to have, is it 6? 5 attacks. 5 attacks. Hitting on 4s, right? Because it's a power claw?
Correct. That's going to be...
Okay. Wow. Okay. Gets 4 regular hits plus an additional 3 hits, which is not bad.
7 hits on 5 attacks.
7 hits on 5 attacks.
Winning on 2s.
2s.
So 6 at -3.
All right. So it's going to be 6 at -3. Becomes -2. So looking for 5 up saves. No, not enough there. He is definitely dead. And then this squad over here is going to attack in here. So we got 28 Choppa attacks coming in here. Hitting on 3s. All right, after explosion on only 6s, he got 30 hits on 28 attacks.
Orc math.
Orc math, baby. That's how it works. 4s to wound. Okay. All right. 15 wounds. Looking for 3 up saves. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3.5 guys dead. Okay, so I got 1 guy left on 1 wound, but now his power claw comes in. 4s.
Only hits once.
But it explodes, right?
Oh,
on 6?
it does. That's true.
So it's going to be 2 wounds.
2 at
-3 becomes -2. Oh, no, he did. Well, that was a very effective orc turn there. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn number 2. All right, movement phase here for the Deathwatch, and I mean mostly assassins at this point. Here on turn number 2, my Corvus Blackstar dropped off his friends over on this side over here, looking onto his flash gits, and then dropped into hover mode over onto this side over here, so making Gaz have to choose what he wants to go after. Then from that's all that I had on the board. So coming in from Deep Strike, we have my Calidus over here. She rolled a 4, so got to go 7 inches away from dem boys over on that side. My Eversur Assassin over here is going to be 9 inches away from dem boys over here. And then my Calexis Assassin dropped in over here, 9 inches away from his boss over on this side. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Starting off the shooting phase, my Corvus Blackstar is going to fire missiles into Gaz and twin assault cannon into his weird boy over here. So we're going to do the missiles into Gaz first, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit. Wounding on tough 7, right? So 3 to wound. That is a wound. AP -3, I believe. 1 second. Let me. Yep, AP 3. So 4 up invul. No, so he's going to take 3 damage. And now the twin assault cannon into his weird boy over there. Hitting on. Oop, that was cooked. Hitting on 3s. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s as well. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP -1.
6 up invul.
6 up invul saves. None of them. So he weird boy. Oh yep, feel no pains from the weird boy. None of them. So he is going to be dead. Hey, I've got a finally got an assassination point. My Eversur, not wanting to make his charge any longer over here, is going to fire into his Dakajet. So I got 4 shots here, hitting on 3s because he's hard to hit. Okay, that's going to be 3 hits. Looking for 5s. Nope, nothing there. Can't re-roll because it's not an infantry unit. All right, so now my Calexis Assassin is going to fire into his Warboss over here. So I'm going to have assault D3 shots. Just going to get the 1 shot. Looking for a 2 to hit. That is a hit. Strength 5, so looking for a 5 to wound because he is tough 6.
Because of Arda's nails.
Oh, 6 to wound because of Arda's nails. So no wound there. And now my Calidus is going to fire into those boys over there. She's got assault 1. Neural Disruptor, so that's going to be a hit. So now I roll 3d6, and if it's higher than your leadership, which is 7, so I'm going to need to get higher than 7 on 3d6, which I don't. Welp. So that's it for shooting. So we're going to move into the assault phase. We're going to start with my Eversur charging into dem boys over on this side. So I'm going to have a 3d6 charge into them over here. That will get them in there with the with a 12-inch charge. My Calidus is going to charge in. She needs a 7-inch charge. She's not going to make it in with that. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. With a 4. Calexis into the Warboss. Going to make it with a 10. And then this squad is going to charge into the flash gits over here. Oh, going to spend a CP to Overwatch. So we'll come back to you with that. So 15 shots, looking for 6s. Getting 3 hits there. 3s to wound over here. 2 wounds.
AP2.
AP2, what's the damage? 2. So I got to do this one at a time because the front guy over there is in cover and he's going to have a storm shield, so he's going to be looking for AP2. So it's going to become AP1, storm shield makes it AP0, and then cover makes it a 2-up save. Cool. Okay, so he is going to be dead, and then the others on a 2 is also going to be dead. Okay. And then their charge is going to be in with a 9. Then my captain's going to charge. He will be in with a 7, and then Cassius is going to be in with an 11. All right, so I'm going to spend 1 CP on Death to the Alien, giving an extra attack over here. So we're going to start with my Heavy Thunderhammer first. He is going to be swinging in over here. So I got 4 shots here, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because he's Xenos. Okay, just getting the 1 hit. Wounding on... 1 second. Wounding on a 3 because it's strength times 2. No wound there. Got my guy with a regular Thunderhammer. Rerolling 1s because he's a Xenos. So that's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be all wounds there. All right, and 3 invul saves. 6s. Nope. So that's going to be 3 damage apiece.
That's 3 dead.
That's 3 dead guys. Now we got the guys with lightning claws, except for the black shield because he has special lightning claws because he hits better. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because he's a dirty Xenos. Okay, getting those 2s out of there, and then these are going to be. Oop, that's a 2. These are going to be looking for 5s to wound, but rerolling everything because they are. Whatchamacallits? No, because actually it's because they are lightning claws. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Alrighty, so that's going to be 5 of those.
Yeah.
Looking for 5, looking for 6 ups.
Make 1. So 2 more die. That'll be a squad.
That'll be a squad. Alright, there we go. And now my Eviscer is going to attack, so he's going to have 8 attacks over here. Because he charged, we got the 2 there. So he's going to be hitting on 2s. Okay, so that's going to be all but 2 hits. Wounding on 4s, re-rolling. Re-rolling. Okay, so that's going to be 5. AP, 8, 5, 6 ups. Makes none of them, so that's going to be 5 dead knobs, which means I can attack again. Boys. So I can attack again with those that were killed. Hitting on 2s. Wounded on 4s, re-rolling. So it's going to be another 4. 3 of them will die that time. So there we go. All right, so now my Calexis is going to fight into his boss over here. So I'm going to have 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 6s because he's -1 to wound. No, nothing there. So now the Warboss is going to attack back into my Calexis. He's going to have 6 attacks, hitting on 6s.
All right, well, I'll get 2 hits because of exploding hits.
Okay, 6s explode, so that's going to be 2 hits. 2 wounds, I imagine?
2 wounds, yes.
Yep.
Strength 9.
Strength 9, so it's going to be 4 up. Yep, 4 up invul saves. Making them both. Woo! All right, so now the boys over here are going to attack into me. They're going to have 9 of them are attacking. How many attacks is this?
5 attacks each.
5 attacks each, so 45 attacks coming in. All right, hitting on 3s. We'll come back to you. And then 4s to wound over here. Oop, drop the die.
Yep.
All right, we'll come back to that. So that's going to be 23 wounds into me over here. I've got 4 up invul saves. No, I think he might be dead. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no.
6.
Oh, 6. Just
enough.
Just enough, and I do not have a CP to save here. So we're going to find out if he explodes onto them over there with Bio Meltdown. I roll a D6 for each enemy unit over here, and on a 4+, with that fill face, it does explode, doing D3 mortal wounds to him. So doing 2 more mortal wounds. Boom. All right, so we do have leadership test Tokyo over here, but he did fail. I should say he failed over here too, and a bunch of them ran away over there. So one's going to go away. So how many do you have left over there?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. So he's going to have 8. 1s and 2s will run away on this one.
Losing 2 more.
2 more are going to run away over here, but they're still going to be chunky and safe over there. So that is going to be it for the Deathwatch turn here. I killed just the 2 units, right? Yep, just the 2 units killed. So I do not get grind them down. My opponent does get 4 points for stomp them good. So we will come back to you with the movement phase for the Orks here on turn number 3. Movement phase for the Orks. These guys consolidate on the objective here. He's scoring him some points there. These 2 guys from that one squad are moving up here, maybe join the fight against the Collectors over here, the slap fight that's going on here. Gaz has made his decision to decide to punch down my Corvus Blackstar. These boys and the Pain Boy are moving up over here. Pain Boy advanced, so he won't be joining the fight, but that's fine. The boys can probably do a number there. And the Decajet moved up here to shoot into my poor Deathwatch. They ain't got nothing wrong. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase because the Psyker is dead. Slugger is going to shoot into my Calidus over here.
5s and 4s.
Hitting on 5s.
1 hit.
And does wound there. Not a save, so she takes 1 wound. Decajet's going to fire into my Marines over here.
Extra deca? No.
No, not going to get any extra decas, so it's just going to be the 36 shots coming in. Just 36. All right, these are going to be hitting on 5s. We'll come back to you with that. And then wounded on 3s. All right.
2, 4, 6, 8.
8 wounds into me over here.
You're in cover.
AP -1, and I've got yeah, 1. All right, so that's going to be 8 2-up saves because of armor, contempt, and cover there. Failing 2, so 1 guy will be dead. And now Gaz is going to fire into my Corvus.
5s.
On 5s, usually it's on 4s.
Sorry, 6s.
6s.
Hard to hit soul 5.
Yes, yes. Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry, he came down. Yeah, he's not fine. No wounds there. Okay. Into the assault phase now. The boys are going to charge into my Calidus over here. Definitely making it in with a 5. And now Gaz will charge into my Corvus Blackstar. I'm going to spend CP to Overwatch over here. So we're going to fire the missiles first.
Fire the missiles.
No hits there. And then we're going to fire the assault cannon. Oh, I didn't bring enough dice, so we're just going to go 2 rounds of 6. Getting 3 hits there. Not bad. And then 1 more, so it's going to be a total of 4 going into him over there. 5s to wound, strength 6. That's going to be 1 at AP -1.
3-up save.
3-up save. No, he'll take a wound. All right, not bad. Guys obviously made the charge over there. And now the boys are going to charge in here. Need a 7-inch charge. We'll make it with a 10. There you go. So we're going to start over here with these boys into my Calexis. Hitting on 6s.
Grays are Choppa, greens are Power
Grays are Choppa, greens are that. So
The Power Claw, yeah.
Power Claw. So the Power Claw is -1 to hit,
But
+1 to hit because of the boss. So hitting on a 6.
None of it matters because it's all hitting on 6s.
Well, no, because it's a weapon skill of 6. So hitting +1, the other guys are actually going to hit on 5s.
Okay.
Because they get +1 to hit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
So 1 hit, 2 hits, 1 from the claw and 1 from the regular.
No, because the claw would be +1, -1. So the claw would be...
Oh, the green were claw. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I thought the gray were claw.
on you.
2 chop hits. So you got 5 and a 6.
Yep. And no.
And nope, no wounds there. Okay. And then over here, these guys are going to attack into my Calidus Assassin. The Greys are going to be the boss this time, or the knob this time. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
He's got a big chop instead of a power claw. And there's 1 2 in there still. There's 1 2 in there. Yeah.
1 additional big chop.
And then 1 additional big chop a hit. Tough 4.
4s on the greens, 3s on the grays.
4s and 3s. Okay.
Actually, it would be 3s on the greens.
3s on the greens? Oh, because you charged. Yep. You get +1 to wound with them on the charge there.
2 at 2 damage and 6 at 1 damage.
All right, 2 at 2 damage. Fail both of those, so don't worry, she's dead. All right, Ghazghkull Thraka is going to attack into my Corvus Blackstar over here that went into hover mode. So these are going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling because of himself. Alrighty, that's going to be all hits there. These are strength what?
14.
Strength 14, so 2s to wound.
16.
Strength 16, so 2s to wound. That's going to be all wounds, so that's going to be 6.
5.
6 at AP 5, which becomes AP 4, so it's just going to go straight through, and I imagine that's going to kill it, right? 4 damage per, yeah. So does he explode? No, he does not. And now I'm going to put attacks into the boys over here, so it's going to be 4 shots, hitting on 2s. Okay.
Can't help you there.
Can't do that there. Wounding on 5s. No, nothing there. And then your boss gets to attack back over here.
5 attacks on you.
5 attacks on me here. So hitting on 6s. Nope, nothing there. The +1 also goes to characters, and he is a character, so he's within 6 inches over there. So
It's going to be 4 wounds.
4 wounds over here. 4 4-ups. Making 3 of them. Damage 2. All right, so that's going to be it for the Orcs' turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 3. Movement phase! My guys are now coming out here trying to see if they can handle Gaz bravely while Cassius is staying back there getting me a little bit more behind enemy lines and staying on an objective. My Calexis is staying in combat over here. He's got an assault, so he's not going to be able to shoot, which is annoying, but that's fine. But that's going to be it for the movement phase, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now my the captain over there is going to fire into Gaz. So he's going to fire 2 shots here. That is going to be 2 hits. Looking for 5s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound, AP -1 because of the special issue ammunition. No, he's going to take a wound. All right. And then they're going to throw a crack grenade. That is going to be a hit. That is not going to be a wound. Now we're charging. Everyone's charging into Gaz. The main guys are going to go in, and then the captain is not going to be in with a 4, I don't think. Ugh, annoying. All right, so it actually was enough to get in. He was within 5 inches. I just was upset that I rolled the 4. So everyone's going to attack now into Gaz over here. We're going to go with the... I spent 1 CP on Death to the Alien. So it's going to have 4 attacks with the Heavy Thunderhammer, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of the captain and Xenos. So rerolling 1s. Okay, not meant to be there. So that's 2 hits. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. Okay, no wounds there. 1 guy with a Thunderhammer left over there. That's going to be rerolling 1s. Okay, so that's going to be 3 hits. Again, 3s to wound. Okay, just the nope, nothing to reroll there because he's not a troop or an elite.
4 up invul.
So 4 up invul. He's good to go. And I've got lightning claws from the black shield over here. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay, so it's gonna be all hits. Wounding on 5s, rerolling everything. Okay.
Okay, the second one.
Okay, that's gonna be 2.
Made 1, failed 1?
Made 1, failed 1, so he takes 1 wound over there. And then we got some more guys with lightning claws over there. Hitting on 3s for these ones, rerolling 1s. Okay, not meant to be. And then 5s, rerolling. Okay, so that's going to be 4 total wounds into you over there. AP -2.
Failed 1.
Failed 1, so he just takes the 1 more wound. And now my captain over there is going to attack into Gaz. 5 attacks with the Xeno Phase Blade, hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 2 at AP -4. No invul saves allowed. So 6 ups. No, and he takes the 2 more wounds, which is the cap that he's allowed to take. All right, so now the Warboss is going to attack into my Colexus over here. He's got weapon skill 6, but he gets +1 to hit because of being a character. Yeah.
Just being that
so hitting on 5s. But the 2 6s would have hit anyway. But those explode now.
And 2 wounds, you don't care.
2 wounds. So 2 wounds. Make 1, fail 1, so he's still alive. And then he's going to put the attacks into Dem Boys over there. Going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. No armor save can be taken.
No armor save?
No armor save against him there.
It's 1 damage, right?
Yes.
I'll take it on the knob.
Going to take it on the knob over there, so he's going to be down to 1 wound.
Yep. Knob,
now Dem Boys are going to attack back over here.
So green's the knob, gray's the boy.
Green is the knob. Gray is the boy.
So the knob will hit twice, the boy will hit once.
3 is not going to hit. 3 is not going to hit.
Yeah, you're right.
6, yeah. Oh, but it does explode. Explodes. I'm sorry. It does explode.
So 2 hits with the boy.
Here we go.
Looking for 4s to wound you.
4s to wound. Nope, nothing there. All right, so now Gaz is going to put all his attacks into my Marines over there.
2s reroll.
So hitting on 2s, re-rolling. He's at 8 attacks now because he's hurt and angry.
And proper
because of proper killing. So you got 2 6s in there, so 2 explosions. Yep. Wounded on 2s.
All of them.
All of them. So that's going to be 10 now.
Yes.
All right, so we got 10 now. I'm going to do these on Storm Shields. So we've got 1, 2, 3 guys with Storm Shields over there. So looking for 4 up invul saves. Okay, well, and then the other ones are AP 5, right?
Yep.
With nothing there. So they are going to be just straight up wiped. Okay. All right, so that's going to be it for the Deathwatch turn here on turn number 3. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Orks on turn number 4. All right, movement phase. The only thing that moved was the Ghazghkull. Everyone else stayed in combat or on the objectives that they're holding there.
Didn't want it to crash.
Because he doesn't, didn't want the Ghazghkull to crash. Otherwise, he would have just left it too. So we're going to go into shooting. The only thing we really have to shoot is 2 sluggers over here.
1 hit.
1 hit there.
1 wound.
That does a wound. 4 up. And he makes it. He's still alive. All right, so into the fight phase. We're going to start with my captain into Gaz. He only has 3 wounds left, so it's possible for him to kill him. And that would be moral victory, if not a actual victory. So I'm going to spend 1 CP on Death to the Aliens, giving him an extra attack over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s. Oh, baby, that's all hits.
Sorry.
There we go. Looking for 5s to wound. Getting 2. I'm going to spend my last CP to reroll 1 because if I can do it, that would be great. Yeah, okay, here we go. 3 6-up saves because it's AP minus 4. AP minus 4. Oh, he made the 1 to survive.
With 1 wound.
Oh, and he's going to crump him so hard. But not before the war boss crumps my Calexis over here.
All right, so
that's going to be 3 hits and then an explosion. Yep.
And
2s. 3 here. And I am dead with that 1-2 there. And then he's going to try to crump my captain and probably succeed horribly, re-rolling ones because of himself. Okay, there's 1 miss there. There we go. There we go. That's going to be the difference. 2s to wound.
I hope you have an impulse.
Oh, I do. 4-ups.
2, 4, 5.
5 coming in here. 5 4-ups. Oh, what's the damage? 4 damage. I think he's alive. Let me check. All right, that's it for the turn there for the orcs, and we're just gonna go straight into a charge here for Cassius into Gaz on my turn. He moved his 6 inches. He will make the charge in there. So we'll come back to you with the fight here to see if Cassius can come in and pretend like he was always meant to be the one to do it. All right, so now Cassius is gonna attack into Gaz over here. I'm gonna spend the 1 CP on Death to the Alien. I'm going to have 6 attacks here, hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Strength plus 2, still wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds over here. I think it's an AP1, Crozius Arcanum. Boo, 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 boo. No, AP2. Failed them both, so he is going to be dead.
Orks is never beaten.
Oh no, Orks is never beaten, so let's see if he can take him down with him.
Put 5 attacks in the Cassius.
Okay, he's going to put 5 attacks into Cassius and 3 into the captain. Okay, here we go.
Cassius.
Here's into Chaplain Cassius over here. Cassius. Rerolling because of himself. It's going to be all hits.
2s to wound.
2s to wound. Oh boy, that's going to be 4 wounds into Cassius. I've got a 4-up Rosaria save into him.
Do you believe?
Do I believe? No, not enough. 8 damage will kill Cassius. And then the 3 into the captain. Come on, Captain. You are the true champion that we need here.
And 2s.
And 2s. Oh, 3. Here we go. 4-up Iron Halos. Oh, just enough to kill him. And with that, them orcs definitely slaughtered the Deathwatch, and it makes sense because technically, like whenever you're playing with Chaplain Cassius, this is supposed to be like an earlier in the timeline. So I like to think that maybe the Deathwatch, this is like earlier in Gaz's attempts to start the super WAAAAGH that he is doing here, and he was able to succeed against the Deathwatch and continue, and his tails have grown as he uses this as a way to get more of the orcs onto his side, into his WAAAAGH. So a bloody battle there for the orcs, just slaughtering Deathwatch and assassins left and right. 68 to 40, including painted there. A brutal game. Well played by the orcs to succeed in just crumping them beakies, them Deathwatch beakies. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Harris, and until next time, stay safe and have fun.